Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are from Group 8 would like to deliver our material. It is about perlocutions and illocutions. But before that, let me introduce my group member first. My name is Revi Melinda, and also there are Uswatun Hasana, Maira Resa, and Ardi Pangestu. Before we are going to talk about perlocutions and illocutions, I am Revi Melinda. I will give you the introduction first. So we know that a part of the meaning of the utterance is what that utterance does. So this kind of meaning is essentially different from the kind of meaning associated with declarative sentences by semantic theories of sense, relations, and logic. Well, the study of relations and logic has concentrated almost exclusively on the meaning of only one type of sentence, such as declarative. Actually, attempts have been made recently to extend logic to cover interrogative and imperative, but these suggestions have not been generally accepted as identifying the correct way to analyze non-declarative. So today, we will begin to show you the notion of speech act could provide a link between the senses of declarative and non-declarative. Okay, next, the speech act approaches to meaning of the utterance of sentences of all types, declarative, interrogative, and imperative. Furthermore, sentences of each type, when uttered, tend to carry out typical linguistics act. The pattern is summarized in the chart below. You can see the sentence type, there are declarative, interrogative, and imperative, and you can see in the right column, typical linguistic act performed by uttering a sentence of this type, declarative, asserting, interrogative, asking, imperative, ordering. So people might think that a straightforward matching of sentence types to acts was all that was needed to account for this aspect of meaning. But a little may think this scheme will not work because language is used in more complicated ways. Okay, next slide. Practice. Let us practice together. Look at the situation number 1. Lady at ticket office in railway station. I'd like they return to Morecambe, please. The sentence type is declarative because she clearly said that she wants to go to Morecambe. The act is requesting or ordering because in the sentence there is a word please. So it means that lady is asking for something. Back to the situation, lady at ticket office in railway station. So it means that lady wants to buy a ticket. Okay. Number 2, speaker at a meeting on a hot political issue. Is it right to condone thuggery? The sentence type is interrogative because in the sentence, speaker asking a question. The speaker asks, is it right to condone thuggery? But the act is asserting. Asserting in this sentence means it is not right. So it means the speaker is not really asking for a question. The speaker asserts that it is not right to condone thuggery, like that. Okay, number 3, the Duke of Omnium to his butler, who sees to his every need. It's cold in here, hips. It's cold in here, hips. The sentence type is declarative because he said that it's cold in here. It is the fact. And then the act is ordering. Ordering in this sentence means close the window. So we back to the situation. The Duke of Omnium to his butler. Butler means like a servant who sees to his every need. So it means that man is like a king or boss, and that man ordering that he wants the butler to close the window, like that. And then the last is biology teacher. biology teacher, note that the female cell has two X sex chromosomes. The sentence type is imperative. The sentence type is imperative because the biology teacher said that note that the female cell has two X sex chromosomes. Not means like right maybe, and the egg is asserting. Asserting in the sentence means the female cell has two X sex chromosomes. So the biology teacher uh, in the sentence assert, declare that the female cell has two X sex chromosomes, like that. Okay, obviously the simple matching of X with sentence type has plenty of exceptions, and we need to develop a more subtle theory than that given in the table. So it means the sentence type and the X will be different according to their situations, not just based on the table, like that. Okay, next, Uswatunasana will give you the material.
Well, I'm Uswatun Hasana. In this slide, I would like to explain about perlocutionary egg, or simply we can call perlocution. Actually, what is that? Perlocution carried out by a speaker making an utterance is the act of causing a certain effect of the hearer and others. I mean, it is the consequent effect on the hearer which the speaker intends should follow from his utterance. For example, if I say there's hornet in your left ear, so the possible effect it may well cause you to panic, scream, and scratch wildly at your ear. Or another example, if I say it is rain outside, so the possible effect may the hearer use umbrella when he or she go outside, or the hearer keep stay still in the room. So in short, the perlocution talks about producing the effect of the meaningful intentional utterance. Okay, let's do the practice part. So we are asked to describe at least two possible perlocutionary effects of each of the utterances in the following situations. So number one, lecture to students. You will find the book on Swahili infinitives quite fascinating. So the possible effect, the student is amused at the lecturer enthusiastic naivety, or the student is annoyed at what he takes to be obvious sarcasm or nothing. The student hasn't heard the utterance. Number two, policeman to man in street. Good evening, sir. Do you live around here? So the possible effect, the man says aggressively, it's none of your business, and walks on. Or the man says embraced, yes, I suppose you are wondering what I'm doing with this brick. So guys, it is important to remember that the perlocutionary acts involved in examples such as these are not the effects of the original utterances. Rather, the perlocutionary act involved in making an utterance is that part of the total act which causes such effects.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Maira Reza. Would like to continue the next material. The next material is illocutionary act. Illocutionary act is a branch of speech act, and illocutionary acts refers to the type of function a speaker intends to accomplish in the course of producing an utterance. And it is an act accomplished in speaking and given within a system of social convention. So, that means I can include that illocutionary act is a complex speech act made in a typical the consists of delivery of the propositional content of the utterance, including references and a predicate. A particular illocutionary pause whereby the speaker like use the suggest, demand, assert, promise, or pow. And the next slide, I the next slide. Okay, next slide, I will give you example of illocutionary act. A speaker may perform to illocutionary act to make promise, to make offer, and many others. But here, I will give you example of to make promise, like um, I promise you this, or I promise to go your home. That's uh that's um that's word of promise is identified as performative verb, which is one of the devices to identify illocutionary parts. It is obviously indicate that the illocutionary parts of the speaker is to promise something to the hearer as the speaker describes it explicitly. So to make promise, we must
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adit Pangestu. In this occasion, I'm going to explain about the phonic act and the propositional act. The phonic act involved in anadrön is the cycle act of making certain vocal sound. Basically, this is the process of producing the sound which is used in the locutionary act. For example, I say fire, there is a phonic act. And then the propositional act involved in an utterance consists in the mental acts of referring to certain object or people in the world. Mental acts in here can be said as the meaning or the intention about a certain object or people in the word that we referring, and of predicating. That is coupling predicates to referring expression. Okay, to get better in comprehending the material phonetic act and a propositional act, let's take a look in the practice. A parrot says fire. Number 1, is a phonetic act involved? Of course, yes, because the parrot producing the sounds fire. And then number 2, is a propositional act involved? No, because the parrot doesn't referring something or object, and then the parrot doesn't understand the meaning of what it say. The parrot only do phonetic act. And then number 3, is an illocutionary act involved? No, because the what parrot says, it doesn't perform any illocutionary act. Number 4, is a perlocutionary act involved? It could be if someone didn't realize what it was a parrot speaking fire and took the utterance seriously. Maybe someone will do that. Okay, that's all from this presentation. We hope it will be a benefit for you all, and if you made a mistake, we do apologize. Thanks for the attention.